you look at your news and you see some IDF soldiers have been seriously injured and taken to the hospital. You read that, but what's it like to be there? It's hard to explain in words. Just machine gun fire, a tank going top speed, spins to give us cover fire, and the mag is shooting. And it's the tunnel entrance is there. The Predator drone swoops in, huge plumes of smoke, and it is intense. Adrenaline surging through your body. But yeah, I gotta write a book one day for sure. On with all these rockets Hamas is shooting that land in Gaza. People aren't really talking about that. The Al-Qarara school, the UN school, and they're shooting out of a safe zone. We've asked people to go to a safe zone to get out of harm's way, and then the Hamas shoots from within the humanitarian zone, and it's like dozens of children killed by Hamas. No one's talking about that in any of these protesters and these protests, and but the rumors are true. You've seen probably the rumors of bodies of hostages. We've been working on this for a long time. But yes, they've been recovered, a bunch of bodies of hostages in Khan Yunis, and yeah, being identified still. But the news is out that they're being rescued, sadly, after they've already died. I think of Oren Golding. He was killed by the Hamas terrorists. His body was taken into Gaza. They held his body. And so he was from Kibbutz Nir Yitzchak. He was a mechanic, came to protect his family from the invasion, the massacring invasion, and he was killed. But now finally they're able to have the funeral. All this time, 9 months later, able to have the funeral. May Oren's memory be a blessing. Now, guys, what do you think of Netanyahu's speech? Come on, was that not spot on? Was that not a great speech? You think yes, no? I want to hear. Please write in the comments. What do you think of his speech? I think each word is worth revisiting and dwelling on each word of his speech. I really like they will rise like lions. They're like the Maccabees. They're like the lions of Judah. I think he was talking about the promise of Yaakov over his son Judah, right? Maybe? In Genesis 49, verse 8, and he says, your brothers will praise you, your hand will be upon the neck of your enemies, your father's son will bow down before you. You are a lion's cub, O Judah, a lion from the prey. You have arisen. I think he's talking about that. And yes, the heroes of Israel have arisen, men and women, to defend the homeland. And around the world, there's such confusion. And he spoke a lot about that in his speech too, such hate. Pro-Palestinian protesters broke into the hotel where our prime minister was staying. I don't think they've ever done this to any other world leader everywhere. They've released maggots, crickets, bugs all over the table, the Israeli delegation table where they're supposed to eat and meet. And, they seem to have a real problem with us defending the defenseless like good shepherds. They seem to have a problem, but the double standards are just crazy. You got Rashida Tlaib and the other, Ilhan Omar, all the squad. They're rallying a lot of people to go against Israel and these pro-Palestinian. The pictures are so devastating. As an American and an Israeli, the pro-Palestinian protesters removing the American flag, lighting fire to it in the nation's capital, replacing it with a flag that's not even a country. It's not a country. Palestine's not a country. It doesn't have a government. It's not a country. They hate with such virulent hatred. But it's like the Force. This evil. It's in Star Wars. The evil Siths might try everything, but you know what? They're going to be defeated, and that goes across the galaxy. The good guys are going to rally together. And another thing Netanyahu said is our fight is your fight. Our victory will be your victory. And I really think that that's true, because this is not just an isolated thing here. It really isn't. I've fought in wars before. This is not an isolated war. This is it's become global. And at the same time, you got the ICJ, the International Court of Justice, saying any Jews in Judea, they shouldn't be in Judea. We shouldn't be in the old city of Jerusalem. The whole thing should be a Palestinian capital. And so we got to make our voices be heard about what the Bible says and stand together. I think that a new age is dawning where people are going to say, yeah, enough's enough. We stand with truth, we stand with history, we stand with the Bible. They cry unto the Lord, Psalms 107. They cry unto the Lord in their trouble, and he brings them out of their distresses. The righteous are getting out of our distresses, Psalms 107, verse 28.